simple little game that you can play with your students. I call it the Aperture drill. And the Aperture drill is this. Get people in pairs, have one of them holding a mobile phone, like so, pointing at me. And what my job is, whilst being recorded, is to spend as little time in that aperture as humanly possible. So as we move around in a kind of shadow boxing format, I need to make sure my head spends as little time in your video box as humanly possible. And it's a really important drill because it gives you data. You can say, right, in 30 seconds, you spend X amount of seconds in the aperture. If you're in the aperture, it means you are hittable. So it's a really interesting, fun drill. Get into pairs, point the camera. My job is to duck, dive, slip, bob, do all these things, get out of the aperture for as much as possible. And that gives me good head movement discipline, so I'm not always staying here in the hittable zone. Aperture drill, really fun, really simple, and scientifically verifiable, because you can watch your 30-second clip back and say, right, I was in there a bit too long. What could I do differently? Could I slip and roll? You know, could I cover if my head's staying in the box? Am I covering? Am I blocking? Am I moving my head? Am I moving my feet? It's a really important, useful drill. The Aperture drill. Give it a go.